In the bustling town of Akim Oda, Ghana, Boateng, a diligent and hopeful young boy, lived under the caring watch of his parents. His mundane school days were transformed when he met Christiana, a classmate whose beauty and grace shone like the morning sun. They met during a school community project, where their shared passion for helping others sparked a connection. As they spent more time together, working on projects and sharing dreams, their friendship blossomed into a tender and innocent love. Their moments were filled with laughter and youthful promises, creating a world where only they existed. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic love, a storm was brewing, one that threatened to shatter their dreams and change their lives forever. Months into their relationship, Christiana's world turned upside down when she discovered she was pregnant. She nervously approached Boateng, her heart heavy with a mix of fear and hope. Boateng, confronted with the unexpected news, found himself at a crossroads. Fearful of the consequences and the potential loss of his educational prospects, he made a choice that would haunt him for years. He vehemently denied any involvement in the pregnancy, leaving Christiana in a state of despair. Christiana, a model of virtue and trust, had never been with another man. Boateng's denial was a bitter betrayal, cutting through her heart like a knife. The pain of his rejection was compounded by the fear of facing her future alone, a future that once held the promise of shared dreams and aspirations. With a heavy heart, Christiana confided in her parents, unveiling the burden she carried. Her revelation sparked a firestorm, leading to a confrontation between the two families. Boateng's parents, staunch defenders of their son's future, stood firmly by his side. In a meeting fraught with tension and accusation, Boateng's denial of the relationship was emphatic. He claimed their bond was nothing more than a school friendship, an assertion that deepened Christiana's despair. The meeting, which Christiana's parents had hoped would bring responsibility and support, ended in bitter disappointment. Christiana's parents left, their hopes dashed, and their daughter's reputation tarnished. The encounter left an unbridgeable chasm between the two families, marking the beginning of a long and arduous journey for Christiana. Forced to abandon her cherished dreams of becoming a doctor, Christiana faced a harsh new reality. She left school, her path now veering towards an uncertain future. The once bright-eyed girl, filled with aspirations and hopes, found herself grappling with the stigma and challenges of being an unwed mother. As her belly grew, so did her isolation, with whispers and judgments following her every step. Meanwhile, Boateng, unburdened by the consequences of his actions, completed his education and set off for a new life in Accra. He was embraced by a wealthy relative, his future seemingly untainted by the past he left behind in Akim Oda. Christiana, on the other hand, welcomed her son Anto into a world far removed from the comfort and opportunities Boateng was afforded. Anto's name, meaning a child who didn't meet his father, was a constant reminder of the love and dreams that once were, now replaced by struggle and sacrifice. Christiana's life became a testament to resilience and unwavering love. With limited support from her disillusioned family, she undertook any work she could find. Her days were spent in the fields, carrying wood to sell, or in the markets selling sachet water. Each day was a battle for survival, a relentless struggle to provide for her son. Despite the weariness that crept into her bones, Christiana's resolve never faltered. She toiled in chop bars and took up laundry jobs, her spirit undiminished by the hardships she faced. Anto grew up witnessing his mother's sacrifices, her resilience shaping his character. His questions about his father were met with a narrative of loss, Christiana telling him his father had died. This lie, though painful, was her shield to protect Anto from the harsh truth of abandonment. Anto, a bright and curious child, excelled in school despite often attending on an empty stomach. He shared his mother's strength and determination, his academic achievements, a source of pride in an otherwise challenging life. In the bustling city of Accra, Boateng's life unfolded in stark contrast to Christiana's. His new environment offered opportunities and experiences far removed from the responsibilities he had abandoned. He pursued further education, his ambition fueled by the comforts and support of his affluent family member. As he advanced in his career, Boateng found love and settled into married life, his past a distant, unvisited memory. He climbed the corporate ladder with ease, eventually becoming a successful bank manager. His life was a portrait of success, a beautiful home, a loving wife, and a daughter who grew up in the warmth of a complete family. Meanwhile, the son he had never acknowledged, Anto, faced a life of hardship and struggle. Boateng's comfortable existence was a world away from the daily struggles Christiana and Anto endured, a testament to the divergent paths life can take based on the choices we make. His daughter grew up in a nurturing environment, her life marked by opportunities and love, a far cry from the struggles of Anto, the son he had never acknowledged. Boateng's past with Christiana and Anto became a distant memory, overshadowed by the successes and comforts of his new life. Despite the hardships, Anto's determination and brilliance led him to academic excellence. His resilience was fueled by his mother's sacrifices and the hardships they faced together. Anto's success in school was a ray of hope for Christiana, a beacon of pride in their otherwise challenging life. His ambition took him to university, where he pursued engineering with passion and dedication. Anto's graduation was not just a personal achievement, but a triumph for Christiana, who had endured so much for this moment. Anto's career began in Accra, where he secured a prestigious position in a renowned engineering firm. His success was a testament to his hard work and determination, qualities instilled in him by his mother's example. Christiana, who had faced the world alone with her son, now saw him thriving, a symbol of their shared resilience and strength. In Accra, amidst his professional achievements, Anto found love in Joan, a kind-hearted accountant at his workplace. Their mutual respect and shared values quickly blossomed into a deep connection. Joan brought a new sense of joy and completeness to Anto's life. Their relationship, built on understanding and support, grew stronger with each passing day. When Joan became pregnant, their happiness knew no bounds. The couple, excited about their future together, shared dreams of a family filled with love and happiness. Anto's proposal to Joan was a promise of a lifetime of love and commitment, a stark contrast to the broken promises of his own father. Their engagement marked the start of a hopeful and promising chapter in their lives. As the wedding preparations began, Anto and Joan visited her family to formally request her hand in marriage. It was here that Anto met Mr. Boateng, Joan's father. The meeting was amicable, with Boateng impressed by Anto's achievements and character. However, a deeper connection lay undiscovered between them. When the conversation turned to their origins, Anto revealed his roots in Akim Oda, coincidentally the same as Boateng's. This shared hometown detail, however, didn't raise any immediate suspicions. The couple decided to hold their wedding in Akim Oda in honor of their family's heritage, unaware of the incredible truth that was about to unfold and change their lives forever. In the midst of wedding preparations in Akim Oda, anticipation and joy filled the air. However, this atmosphere was soon to change dramatically. As Anto introduced Joan's family to his mother, Christiana, a wave of recognition washed over Boateng's mother. She remembered Christiana, the woman from Boateng's past, whose claim of pregnancy had been a source of family conflict years ago. The revelation hit Boateng like a thunderbolt. Anto, the man his daughter was set to marry, was his own son from his past with Christiana. The room descended into chaos, with emotions running high. The joyous occasion turned into a scene of disbelief and despair. Joan, overwhelmed by the sudden and tragic revelation of her fiancé being her half-brother, succumbed to the stress. She suffered a miscarriage, which led to further complications, and tragically, she passed away. Boateng's wife, struck by the enormity of the situation and the loss of her daughter, suffered a heart attack, leading to a severe stroke. The aftermath of the wedding revelation left both families in a state of shock and grief. Boateng, facing the consequences of his past actions, was overwhelmed with guilt and remorse. He reached out to Anto, offering an apology and a share of his wealth as atonement for his past neglect. Anto, though shaken by the revelation, found the strength to forgive his father. However, he respectfully declined Boateng's offer, choosing to rely on his own capabilities and the values instilled in him by his mother. Christiana, despite the pain, felt a sense of relief as the truth finally emerged, liberating her from years of silent suffering. The story of Boateng, Christiana, and Anto, intertwined by fate, serves as a poignant reminder of the consequences of our choices and the enduring power of forgiveness and resilience. The ordeal brought closure and a new beginning for Anto and Christiana, who had triumphed over adversity with dignity and strength. Their journey exemplified the human spirit's ability to overcome challenges and find peace in the midst of turmoil. The revelation at the wedding and its tragic aftermath marked the beginning of Mr. Boateng's rapid decline. Overwhelmed by the magnitude of his past actions and their devastating consequences, Boateng found himself engulfed in a sea of shame and guilt. The loss of his daughter Joan, coupled with his wife's critical condition, was a burden too heavy to bear. His refusal by Anto to accept any form of reparation further deepened his anguish, leaving him feeling utterly isolated and helpless. Haunted by the echoes of his past mistakes, Boateng's mental health deteriorated rapidly. He suffered from severe stress, anxiety, and depression, leading to a dangerous escalation in his blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Despite medical intervention, his condition worsened, and he was soon hospitalized. The stress of facing his own failures and the inability to reconcile with his son and wife in their time of need accelerated his decline. A few days later, surrounded by the cold walls of a hospital room, Boateng succumbed to his ailments, leaving behind a legacy of regret and sorrow. His death served as a somber reminder of the profound impact our actions can have on our own lives and those of others. It highlighted the importance of facing our mistakes, seeking forgiveness, and making amends before it's too late. Boateng's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of denial and the long-lasting effects of unresolved guilt. It teaches us that the path to redemption is through acknowledgement, responsibility, and the courage to face the consequences of our actions. If these stories have touched your heart and sparked your imagination, don't miss out on our continuous journey through the realms of folklore and modern storytelling. Subscribe to Ananse Web of Tales now and become part of a community that cherishes the timeless art of storytelling. Embrace the legacy, join the adventure, and be part of a story that never ends.